Hi everyone, this is Will from Productions², and we're back to continue our Let's Play walkthrough for Sword of the Stars. Just started our Zuul game, the other recording session, and we're going to continue it. So we got met up with our first other alien race in this game, the Morigi. It's actually pretty quick, 30 turns. So I must have started pretty close to where they were at. Then again, there are 5 different races in this game that we created, so I guess it's not unplausible that it'd be that fast, but hoping this would be, be a little bit later on, so I could try and catch up to the AI in terms of everything else, but it is what it is, so. Okay. So we came to this one, had a battle. We can't colonize it though anyway. 6 out of 18. Could we reach any other stars with this thing? I don't think so. So, we will not use it. I think all these are probably in the same situation. Not enough fuel to reach some other. I guess I can go to Multus too.
As you command, Lord.
That'll be its final resting place. I don't think this one can go anywhere. No. What about this one? Oh, it's definitely out. 0. And this one's at 8. Don't think it can go anywhere. Oh no, it's 0 too. They're both 0, okay. So 0, 0, 0, 6. Yep, no. Same problem. Okay, so 9 bloody turns. We got one ship coming in at 2 turns. This is one of our starting colonies, so let's go ahead and build some defensive satellites. And we don't have any MDs designed yet.
Construction project initiated.
Actually, we just enabled it, didn't we? Just got that cruiser tech. So we'll need to switch to lasers. Okay, save that.
We will remember this design, Lord.
Wraith Abductor. What does the Wraith Abductor do? Slave sounds right. Alright, specialized assault vessel designed with ATL and node lanes. And atmospheric assaults and landings. Entire atmosphere, let's see. Enter the atmosphere in the same way assault shuttles can be also. Same assault shuttles can, but also return from assault successful. Can't even talk now. But also return from a successful run with 50,000 slaves aboard, cold storage. Okay, interesting. So this is kind of like this is basically a slave ship. Wraith Abductor. I'll go ahead and save it.
Yes, Dominus. These vessels will take us far.
Ripbore. The cruiser Ripbore. So we'll call it Ripbore. Ripbore Beta.
We will remember this design, Lord.
Oh wait, we're actually okay. Never mind. I thought we were in cruisers for some reason. We're not. We're in. We haven't done the cruiser technology yet. What the hell? Though this we hadn't made yet, so that is new. But we're still in destroyer. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. The light should have seen LDP and be like, oh well. I will build a few of these to be honest. Well, let's do them somewhere else. That's kind of interesting. These slave ships. Yeah, let's build them in octans.
Construction project initiated.
Okay, actually we're doing the cruiser tech right now. What do you know? So it's got 4 turns left on it. Combat. 1 enemy ship destroyed.
System update. The answer has been found.
Oh wow, nice. I got it early. Salvage technology. Yeah, salvage technology, good. Corrosive missiles. Translates trade Creole. For Origi. I'd rather do salvage technology.
Bless you, Dominus. We are honored to obey.
Then we're gonna do battle computers next. I mean, the bad thing about the Zuul is it's boar ships. And the destination that you leave from, well, it might not matter because now if we come here, we'll get refueled and be able to start fresh, going to this system to find something else where you start from here. But at the same time, you're limited to the plants you already have colonized in terms of where you send them because they'll still use the same amount of fuel to get to wherever the other ones are that are out of fuel. Or we have to send tankers with them. Which actually might not be a bad idea. I got 4 tankers here. One of these has a bunch of rip bores in it. This one has 2. So let's group these off.
We will make a new wound, Dominus.
It's kind of like the Hiver all over again, really.
Yes, Dominus.
Except not having instantaneous travel yet. I'm not sure what the ladder technologies will give us. I'm gonna build some more rip bores and more tankers. We need to be sending out more of them. Now we can do the bloody cruisers. Scavenger. C-section designed to carry Zuul's slave disc, transport captured prisoners. It's made light to add speed of the cruiser, but durable as well. 50 million slaves in cold storage. Interesting. Grapple missile. Must be used to, I got some screen tearing going on. It must be used to, like maybe hook onto a ship or something. And then like the thing goes out and captures from ships maybe? I don't know.
We will remember this design, Lord.
We'll see how it works in battle.
Yes, Dominus. These vessels will take us far.
Medium defense platforms. Really nothing I can do with these.
This design, Lord.
Since we don't have that much in the way of weapons technology yet. Selected the refinery. Why do we have a boarding pod mount still? Interesting. So the refinery is a boarding pod? That is weird. But okay, whatever. I'll take it at face value. That it has a boarding pod.
Yes, Dominus. These vessels will take us far.
And armor. I'm trying to stay away from kinetic weaponry as much as possible, unless that's what the Zuul are supposed to use. So it ends up throwing your ships off of course after a while, especially with what are those called? Impactors.
We will remember this design, Lord.
Oh, and I figured out what I was talking about on the last one about Persona 5, the story. The thing that I cleverly thought of that I thought made the story seem hell of a lot like Persona 4 story. So, again, I'll give you a bit of time to shut off your headphones, kiddies, because spoilers be bound. Or there be spoilers here, instead of there be monsters. Okay, that's pretty much all we can do with that. Research breakthrough. Alright, next turn. So, they kind of allude to this a little bit later on in the game. But
System update.
right after Mona tells you that you can either force a change of heart in the person by kind of shocking them enough that they will kind of accept what their shadow's been saying and doing in their palace, or you can kill the shadow and basically cause the person to essentially go brain dead, to go into a comatose state. And literally like that, it clicked that maybe, and here's the part that could be a spoiler, I don't know, because I haven't gotten far enough yet, that it's just like Persona 4. You had Adachi doing stuff in the TV world, using it for nefarious purposes, and you're going in and cleaning up after his crap. Maybe this is a similar thing where there's some other perpetrator out there going, has a power to go inside the metaverse. He's going to find the shadows, maybe the people that were the conductors of those subway trains that crashed in the game. Maybe they had palaces, or he's just going through mementos and finding their shadows in there and killing them, causing them to go brain dead and causing them to end up causing accidents from their subway trams derailing and whatnot. And if that turns out to be the case, I'll have to knock off a couple of points, because I mean, if you played P4 before and you have any kind of proper level analytical skills, you'll pick up that whole thread pretty quickly. Just from the second that, and you've been paying attention to what's been going on in the backstory of the game. You'll pick on up pretty quickly, because it's just kind of thrown in your face, and it's pretty obvious that that's a possibility. Now the question is, who is it? It's obviously, well, yeah, it may obviously not be, it could be somebody in police force like Adachi, or it could be somebody else. Who knows? Though it is hinted that there's at least one person that has access to the metaverse that isn't part of the Phantom Thieves, as referenced during Madarame's palace. So what all happened? I've been paying attention to what's going on here. So we had fleet arrived at Sphinx 2. Ah, okay, yeah. So we're gonna colonize that thing.
A new land is conquered, Dominus.
Ships are okay. So we had ships constructed there, and we had come at Tasia. So we got one ship destroyed there. Okay, we got some more stuff to do here. Just I really need to be making a bunch more of this, damn it. Mouse keeps on hanging up or something. Not sure what it is.
We hear and obey, Lord.
Okay, there's not really much else to do, to be honest. Guess we could check our colonies. Oh wow, yeah, definitely we can do something there. Holy hell, only 3k resources left. This thing's gonna be dried out really fast. I hope there's technologies later on that kind of reduce this. This is ridiculous. Because once this goes to 0, your income for that planet drops drastically. Your output too. It probably goes up if you have slaves working at your planet, but at the same time it drops your stuff for it. Like for example here, this size 10 with about 4.7k has this massive income, better and stuff like that. Of course, there's 1 billion Imperials as opposed to 231,000 million rather. But still, I mean, this is pretty low income, given that this is almost just a quarter of this planet, and yet it's like 10 times as much income. We'll see what happens with that. So this is my first time actually really using the Zuul in any kind of sense, paying attention to what's going on with the planets. Normally when I play Zuul, I just, you know, don't micromanage everything, let things just happen. New colonies, yeah, just...
The path is ready for ships, Dominus.
Need to, you know, do that kind of stuff, but... Okay, colony established. Seriously? Halted because another... Making completely no jump. That doesn't make any sense. Where was it supposed to be going? Oh, crap.
Yes, Dominus.
That's weird. I mean, like, managing the new colonies and whatnot, yeah, but not paying attention to them once they've been fully established. So, oh, nice. You know, let's go right for terraform, or right for infrastructure then, if we're gonna get that much right off the bat. That'll work out. Let's go ahead and start building up our infrastructure there. What about this one? This one's one of our initial colonies, so that's fine. So is that one. Let's colonize that. I think we only have like 2 colonies that are new. Been pretty sluggish on the colonization. Shambhala, let's go ahead and send our guys up there.
Hear and obey, Lord.
Need to colonize whenever possible. Okay. Nothing else really to check on. Probably could establish trade lanes now, but yeah, the trading thing now, but I don't think it'd be very useful at the moment. We don't have very many planets, and when planets we do have that are capable of supporting a lot of trading are going to be pushed to do ship construction, so it's not a good thing to do early game. Have to wait for the tankers to get made. Yeah, nothing really happening, so.
System update.
These are armor ships, yeah.
Easier than we thought.
Nice.
Lord.
Nice. Alright.
Thank you, Lord. We will learn much from this one.
Again, I have no clue why it's aborted for. It just happens randomly. I think the game craps out on the pathing or something. Research breakthrough. Salvage technology. What do we unlock from that? Just asteroid mining. Okay. It's normally what just gets unlocked with that, but thought maybe, just maybe we get some other stuff unlocked that should already be unlocked, but doesn't seem to be the case. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and design the repair ship. Again, another boarding. It's like all the cruisers have boarding pods on them. It's weird. Slave disc. Huh. Okay.
You will remember this design, Lord. System update.
So 24 times. And this one we'll send to here.
System update.
A few heretic ships coming, Lord. The path is ready for ships, Dominus.
Malthus 2, size 8. Nice. Alright, so we got a few places to send colonizers once we make some more. Did we ever unlock... We didn't. Biome colonizers not unlocked yet. Well, that's to suck. Very well, should be fine. Destroyer, so. Will a colony ship reach there? Without a tanker. Or I guess we do have a tanker, actually.
Yes, Dominus. We hear and obey, Lord. As you command. Navigonus, chart the path. Yes, Dominus.
Okay.
System update.
So, plenty of turns for all that.
Yes, Lord. Thy will be done.
Do we have like a really... Yeah, this one, here we go. Only 10, let's wait a bit more. Well, that's some pretty good infrastructure building there, actually. Okay.
System update.
Oh,
We
nice.
have broken through, Dominus.
Very
We
nice.
have ripped a new doorway, Lord.
As you command.
Very nice. Get some colony ships over there as soon as possible. It's size 8, easily colonizable.